under-9s presentation night. Right, to make the presentations tonight, we've got a very special guest on board. She's a former Paralympic athlete. Now she's a politician in the House of Lords. And she's also a TV personality. Her Paralympic career include 16 medals. Don't like this. 16 medals. There we go, that's a bit better. Right, so she's got 16 medals, 1 bronze, 4 silver, and 11 gold. Yeah. Not only that, 13 World Championship medals, 2 bronze, 5 silver, and 6 gold. She hasn't got 1 world record, she hasn't got 10 world records, she hasn't got 20 world records, she's got 30 world records. She's also won the London Marathon 6 times. How about that, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls? Please put your hands together and give a warm welcome to the Right Honourable Baroness Tana Grey Thompson. Come on. Try and give you as much lead as I can. It's a better reset. It's a better.
Hello. Oh, I didn't want to shout because I do have quite a loud voice. It's really lovely to be here, and thank you very much to Graham for inviting me. We live quite locally, and Graham over the years has fixed more of my racing chairs, and he also built the training rollers that I now use in retirement, because I still do a little bit of, I wouldn't say compete, I take part, but for me it's really lovely to be here, because for all the under-9s who are playing football, it's absolutely fantastic, because football is a really amazing sport. Now I say that, I was brought up in Wales, so I wasn't really allowed to watch football when I was little. We only watched rugby because football wasn't on the TV. So it was only when I moved up to the northeast that I started realising just how incredible it was. But for me, when I started doing sport, I wasn't very good. I was just really enthusiastic. And my mum and dad encouraged me, and they taught me that I should have fun and enjoy it, because if you want to be good at something, you have to really, really enjoy it. But it wasn't. I've been taking part in athletics for about 9 years before I started getting good. And there were loads of girls around me who were better, and it was easier. And what I did is I just learned how to train. And I got a coach, and I listened to what my coach said most of the time. And when I didn't listen to him, he told me off, which, yeah, it was good for me. But what I learned from being in sport was I had the most amazing group of friends, and I learned how to play in a team. Even though in athletics you're on your own, I learned to have lots of people around me, because you never do it on your own. You have to have that team that make it happen. And for me, it was just about being the best I could. Every single race I went to, I tried to be the best I could. And for me, even now I'm retired, I've been retired 8 years, had to think about that. Athletics is still a really important part of my life. The only difference is now I go much, much slower. And I did a race last year, and someone was running alongside me and said, "You're doing really well, I admire people like you." Thanks. And then he looked at me and he said, "Are you Tana Grey Thompson?" I said, "Yeah." He went, "God, you're rubbish these days, aren't you?" Yeah, thanks very much. But you never know where sport's going to take you. It could take you to be the best in the world, or for me, it's about fun and enjoyment and having that as part of your life for the rest of your time. And I've got one little football thing that I want to tell you about. So for me, I got to travel the world, I got to meet lovely people. But when we were bidding for the Olympic and Paralympic Games in 2012, and some of you might be a little bit too young to remember it, I had to go to loads of really, really boring meetings. And I was going to one, and there wasn't a lift, and there were just stairs, and I was sitting at the bottom of the stairs thinking, how am I going to get up this set of stairs? Because I can't walk. I don't know what I'm going to do. And there's an Olympic athlete called Steve Redgrave, and he's won 5 Olympic golds. He's an amazing guy. And he came up to me and he said, "Tanya, I'll give you a hand." He said, "But you're not as skinny as you used to be, So I'll need someone to give me a hand carrying you up the stairs. And he went, oi, Dave. I looked round. It was David Beckham. I know. David Beckham carried me up a flight of stairs. He smells lovely. And I went straight to the toilets to ring my best friend. Hands up, even the men in the room who wouldn't do that. Yeah. Oh, dear. So carried me up a flight of stairs. And then I rang Ian, who's here, my husband, and he said to me, do you know what, you're probably the cheapest woman Beckham's ever picked up. Which is possibly true. And I'll explain that to the little ones when you're older. But you see, without me doing sport, I wouldn't have got to be carried up a flight of stairs by David Beckham, and that's probably one of the best things that's ever happened in my career. So anyway, I'm going to stop talking now, because if there were medals for talking, I would win. And who wants the trophies to be presented? Yeah, absolutely. Thank you very much, and it's lovely to be here, so we're going to go on with the trophies.
Right, remember, just remember, I've got that wrong now. Just remember that everybody on the tables have got a sheet of paper. Everybody that comes up to be presented will be coming up to some sort of music. Just write that down, whatever you think it is. It's going to be from either TV or film.
Right, so we'll get started with these trophies then. The first trophies are going to be individual players, so I'll just call you up one by one, say a little bit about you. And then after that we've got 4 special awards. We've got the most improved player, we've got the Clubman Award, which is for the best attitude, person that always tries really hard, comes to training. We've got the players, the managers player of the year, and the parents player of the year. Of course the parents were all voting, and we've got a player of the year from that. So get things underway. The first player that's going to come up, he's a great character to have around the team. He's well, I'm going to give it away anyway. He's a great keeper. No beat around the bushes though, really. You just got to go for it. Well done, Ben. But this next one might go smoother now we've got it in the first one. The second one. Right, I'm going to give it away again. Straight away. This player came to the club 2/3 of the way through the season, but he wasn't afraid to get stuck in. First training session, he was dribbling past players, he was getting it stuck in, and he made friends straight away. And I'm sure next season, once he starts to settle in, he'll be a great player for the club. So it's Rio Brown. This next player has been a rock at the back for us this season. His interceptions, he's not afraid to get stuck in. Still going, we don't know who it is yet. He gets the ball, keeps it simple, doesn't mess around with it. If in doubt, get it out, that's what I say anyway. So, next player, Ellis Cairns.
How long's that been on for? 9 minutes.
Right, this next player, he's got a real eye for goal. Apparently, last season I wasn't here, but he was a great physicality to the team. This year he's brought a bit of technique about him as well. So he scored a lot of goals for us this season, there's no doubt. He's shown in glimpses that he can pass the ball, he can get his head up, and I'm sure it'll come to him naturally. So next season and seasons to come, he'll be a great player for the squad. It's Jake Mansell. next player.
Brad.
It's on now. Not very good with these microphones. This next player is comfortable on either foot. He's started off this season in midfield, but then he's worked his way back. Now he's in defence. He's not afraid to get a foot in. He always works hard for the team, and I'm sure next season he'll work just as hard. Bit of quality about him. He's a really great player. Can't see where he is. Alfie McDermott. This next player has been part of the back three that's been very solid for us this season. I mean, he's got great vision. He reads the game very well. Well, kind of reminds me a bit of me when I was his age. So, obviously not as good though. But you didn't see me play, to be honest. Cracking player. Well, there's a keep me uppy challenge coming on later on, and I mean I'll prove my worth if I have to. But, so anyway, he reads the game well, not afraid to put a foot in. I mean, many crunching tackles I've been wincing on the sidelines, to be honest. And but it's Bradley Smith. Right, this next player is a goal-scoring midfielder. He drives from deep, hurts teams with his power and his great left foot. So I'm sure by now you'll all know who it is. It's Archie Todd. Right, this next player started off this season probably as a striker, to be honest. I don't know where he played last season, but he's probably an attacking midfielder. But as the season's gone, he's worked his way backward, and now backwards even. And now he anchors the midfield very well. He's got great vision, great range of passing, and well, he's the King of the Ring champion anyway. Put it that way in training. It's Ben Wilmore. Been very competitive. Right, we're down to only two, so it's one of two. This player's a very technical player. He's good with his great close control, I'd say. He's got great vision. He links up well with some of the other players, and I'm sure as he grows and as he gets older, he'll be a great player. Spencer Williams. Spencer. Right, last but not least, this player, it's another one of our left-footed players. He's got a great left peg. He started off another player that started off probably more attacking, and as the game's gone on, as the season's gone on even, sometimes just due to being lack of players, sometimes you don't have enough players even. Just he'll do a job anywhere, to be honest. And he's found a new role in centre back, which you're not going to come out. I'll come and get you. Come on, everyone give a bigger round of applause for Billy Cartwright. Big round of applause for Billy.
One of them will be Bradley.
Right, these next awards are the special awards. So we've got, like I said, Most Improved, the McDonald's sponsored Clubman Award. We've got Parents Player of the Year and Managers Player of the Year. So I'm going to hand you over to Tani now, who's going to read out Kyle's speech, if she can.
Right, I'm not Kyle, by the way. Okay, so you just use a bit of your imagination. So the first award is for the Most Improved Player of the Season. Once again this year, there were one or two lads in the running for this. However, the winner of the award has been at the club since the start, and he's always shown potential. Last season was a huge learning curve for him, and my decision, Carl's decision, to ease him in gently certainly paid off, because this season he's really come into his own. Not only in matches, but he's also stood out in training most weeks. Me and Cameron are both buzzing over this lad, and now he's started to add goals to his game, along with interchanging and bringing others into the game. So the Most Improved Player of 2015 goes to Twinkle Toes himself, Spencer Williams.
Open the box, Ben. Open the box, show us what. I should have opened it before, but I didn't think of it, to be honest. Might have a quick break.
Why can't you whisper the words that my heart is longing to hear? Your magic to me, a beautiful mystery. I'm certain to follow, because you and calling
Well done, son.
Right, now it's the second award, which is it's the McDonald's Award. So if Ross would like to come up from McDonald's to read this one. Here he is.
Tough act to follow with Tani, I think. Burger flipper who's never met David Beckham. So, just before I go through the award, I'd like to thank Graham for inviting us along tonight. I know it sounds silly, but stuff like this is probably the best part of the job, the links that we can build with the local community. We've done a lot over the last year, and I know we did a litter event last year, but we're planning to do a massive one in June as well, and we'd hope to get all the kids on board and the parents if they want to get involved with that as well. Anyway, so the McDonald's Club Man of the Year Award for 2015. So the winner of this award has been such a pleasure to manage both on and off the field. Every manager needs a go-to man to do your shifting numbers positions, and this boy is him. Attitude in training and match days is second to none. This year he's been man of the match more than any other player. So the McDonald's Award for Best Attitude goes to Ben Wilmore.
How long's it been? 20 minutes. Jesus.
Well done, Ben. Well done, Ben.
Okay, so the next trophy is for the parents player. Like last year, 2 boys went clear in the run-in for this award out of a total of 15 votes received by the Friday deadline. The winner received 6 votes and the second place received 5 votes. The parents have chosen a player whose games are consistent and he's a vital backbone to the team. The parents player is Ellis Cairns. The 4th award is the Managers Players Award. Now this is the big award and it's for Carl and Cameron's Player of the Season. They whittled it down to 3 players who without would not be where we are in the table. The winner of the award I've had since the start. He came with physical attributes but lacked some technical skills, but not now. Last year he really came alive in the second half of the season and he's just kicked on from there this season. This boy has shown a huge amount of mental toughness at such a young age to take constructive feedback and further develop and improve his game. There's no denying he will continue to improve all aspects of his game, but what he's given has secured us promotion last season and a terrific finish in Division 2 this season. I'll give it away now by saying he has scored 80% of the goals this year. The manager's player is Jake Mansell.
What I was thinking now, if all the kids want to come up and we'll have a photo, big photo. Oh, we've got one more award that Graham's... Actually, everyone sit down, I forgot about... We've got one more award that Graham's going to do.
Thank you very much, Tanny. Thank you, Cameron. I know we always do 4 awards over the past 10 years, but this year, because it was my last year, I thought we'd do one more Special Achievement Award. And I think all the parents will agree on this one. He only lost out by 1 vote. He's the bravest I've ever met. He gets kicked in the face and he smiles and he gets back up. He always smiles. His attitude's brilliant. The goalkeeper coach told me he's the bravest he's ever worked with, and if he comes back to him, he'll be the best in the league next year. So can I present this, which I got specially for him, to Ben Burtle.
Right. If everyone wants to come up now, we'll